could not mess with grandma, man.
Oh man, that's funny.
Dennis, are
Yes,
we
we
missing?
live.
Are we missing anybody?
No,
No.
I thought Buck Flair was getting on. Is that later?
he usually late.
Oh, okay. I thought I was late.
No,
We
we
live.
started 8.
We're
Oh, y'all
live.
started
Flair
8.
usually late
Hey,
though.
See,
people.
I'm in Texas, so I'm like my time zone a little different.
Oh,
Yeah,
No
but
intro.
we here. We here. Talk your ish. We in the
What's up,
building.
y'all?
What up? What up? What up?
what's up?
All right. As y'all know, I got my co-host Ron Thomas in the building,
What's up? What's up? What's up?
and the Chocolate Girl's back. The Chocolate Girl's here, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all been asking for her. She's here.
I am here.
She has been on a hiatus. I don't know what happened, but she is here.
I have missed being here with you fellas too. Hey, what's up, Ethan? What's up, Dalton in the comments?
Yeah. We also have Kai in the building.
Yes,
I'm in the
sir.
hot seat with Kai, y'all. So Kai also has his own podcast. Tell people how they can find you, where you are.
You can definitely check me out on Diamond Sound Production. That's my actual website. Also, my podcast is the Diamond Crew Sports Podcast. You can just type that in on YouTube. I'm gonna come right up. You can also type in Diamond Crew. That's my second YouTube channel. Make sure y'all tap in. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all sub up. Make sure y'all like. Make sure y'all comment and subscribe. And make sure y'all hit that notification bell so you always get this work, because it's always coming out every week. I'm dropping 1 video, 2 video, 3 videos. It really don't matter. I'm dropping them as the news come out. I'm dropping them. But really, my podcast is kind of just based on the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm a real heavy Philadelphia Eagle fan, you know. So look, I'm gonna put it out there. But everybody know if you come to my channel, you comment, I'm commenting back. If you sub up to my channel, I'm subbing up to yours. That's just how I do. You know what I mean? But I'm happy to be here, man. I'm happy to be here with y'all. You know?
Thank you. Ryan, what you got for trash ass players, man?
Jalen Carter. Dennis, you know you fucked up. And Ty.
Is this basketball or football? What are you saying? Trash players for any sport?
Any sport.
Okay. Jalen Carter. Stop
it. It's a video that came out a few weeks ago. He in a car throwing up gang signs and having a good old time.
Well, he must.
Look, wait a minute. He did got drafted. And me personally, I thought you would go under the radar. But now you want to throw the gang signs and act like you a killed and blood and all of that shit. Then Jordan Poole. Ever since you've been talking to a young lady, I guess you stole your soul, dog. No, you don't know how to play basketball no more. That what happened?
Ice.
Yes, he stole your soul. Your soul not there no more. It's a body there, but your soul goes. Number 2, John motherfucking Moran. You got to be the dumbest person on the planet. You got suspended for 8 games already. You were in a corner throwing up game signs and playing with a gun. Now you can lose a lot of money. And you might be suspended for the rest of the season. How dumb can you be? Back to you, Dennis.
All right. Chocolate Girl, what you got?
First of all, Dennis, they're saying in the comments you got a bad echo. Yeah, it's a bad. We all have a bad
Ty, you might gotta go out and come back in, Ty.
Let me see.
Well, no, Ty is good.
So who the echo is? Is Dennis?
I can hear the echo when I talk, Dennis talk, Ron talk, but I don't hear it when he talks.
How about when I talk?
Yeah. I don't hear it.
Yeah, I hear it when Buck talk. Hey, what's up, Buck Flair?
What's up, baby?
Yeah, I still hear the. I can still hear the echo.
Right.
So
that's what I said. So, Ty, go out and come back in. I'm gonna go out and come back in.
All right.
I'm gonna go out and come back in myself.
All right. Well,
Everybody,
if you go out,
yeah.
you won't hear my trash ass player. But anyway,
Well, the echo was gone.
Yeah,
echo's gone now.
Yeah, it's gone.
Okay.
All right, so here's my. Well, first of all, it feels good to be back with y'all. It's so good to be here. I missed y'all. Did y'all miss me? Because I sure missed y'all. But anyway, Dennis didn't say nothing, but that's okay. Okay, so I'm gonna start out with the 76ers. I'm gonna talk about Joel Embiid first. Okay, this is MVP Joel Embiid, who I love and I felt deserved the MVP. Thank you. But his performance in Game 7, he was 1 for 6 with 2 points in the second half. That's not gonna get it done. And do you know that now he's 0-5 in the semis and 0-3 in Game 7s? 0-3. So he's never won a Game 7 and never got past the semifinals in the conference. And that's not good. That's messing with his legacy. And he could be a Hall of Famer, but that's messing with his legacy. 2. Oh, wait a minute. And the killer was he got blocked several times by old man Al Horford. You can't do that, Joel. Also, James Harden, my favorite. Yeah, that was sarcasm if you don't know it. James Harden had 9 points with went 3 of 11 with 5 turnovers in Game 7. And in the series, in 5 games, he scored 4 field goals or less in 5 games in the playoff. But you a superstar. Yeah. And in games 5 through 7 in the fourth quarter, he has 0 points on 6 attempts. You a superstar, but you only attempted 6 shots in the fourth quarter of 3 games. 2 of those games was a closeout game. But you a superstar. You a future Hall of Famer. He's supposed to be, a shooting genius. And everybody loves James Harden. No, he is who I always said he was. Yeah, that's who he is. I'm upset with the 76ers because they fired Doc Rivers. I'm one of the few who do not believe he should have been fired. I believe that when it comes to Game 7s in the playoffs, it's up to the players to get it done. And when they don't, I can't blame it on the coach. Unless something weird happens and we have to rely on that coach to do some adjustments or call a play in the last few seconds and he makes a bonehead decision and it's blatant, okay, that's coaching. But what I saw, I can't put that on Doc Rivers. So I believe that what they did is they got rid of him because they're going to get that Mike D'Antoni. So I told you, Dennis, just get ready for Mike D'Antoni to be y'all's next head coach. That fool who plays no defense. So good luck with that. Ron mentioned Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole of the Golden State Warriors. The one that Draymond slapped the crap out of. Jordan Poole went from
Miss. Hold on. I can't let you. You like to do this with your Michigan State people. You know his fist was closed. There's no closed fist flat. Now, all right, now you're not going to do that. We're gonna keep it real around here. Who got punched?
What he punched him?
Yeah, he punched him. He punched him.
All right. So I'll accept that. All right. Well, let me run that back. Jordan Poole, who Draymond punched the shit out of him. Is that better? All right. Cool. Got it. He went from 20 on 43% shooting and 3 and 4 in the regular season to 8 points per game, 1.8 rebounds, and 4 assists in the playoffs. How does that work? You can't blame what happened in the preseason for that drop by the end of the season. So everybody that's putting that all on Draymond, I don't want to hear that. Don't want to hear it. He got his bag, and then he started to chill. And got full of himself, started disrespecting everybody on the team, including Coach Kerr. That's what he did, according to my sources. And Draymond wasn't having it. Punched his ass out. So anyway, that's Jordan Poole. Klay Thompson is, one of my favorite players, but he had 3 bad games there to close out. He just did not perform and left Steph hanging. He did. So Klay is on my list. All the people rushing to the conclusion that the Warriors dynasty is over, y'all on my list too. Because y'all said the same thing last season. And they won the chip last season. So the lesson you should have learned is you can't count them out until they blow it up. That's my message on that. The WNBA. I'm noticing these teams are letting very good players go. Why? They don't have enough roster spots for all of them. Why? Because they have not expanded. So you got some girls, some young ladies who can really ball, but they're not the elitist of the elite. But they don't get a chance to make a team and stay on and grow and develop. They got to go play overseas, even though they're great. And they'll probably win a chip over there.
Mm-hmm.
So WNBA need to fix that issue. This other one, I'm not going to say that one. But this last one I'm going to say is directed at ESPN and the NFL Network. Why haven't y'all re-signed Michael Irvin and let him be back on TV? The shit is bogus. It's already been revealed as bogus. He should be resuming his job. He should not be canceled when he didn't do anything, and it's clear. So until the end of that investigation, he should be working. Don't take football away from that man. That man, that's all he knows, and that's all he loves. I'm done. Welcome back, Chocolate.
Yes, welcome back, Chocolate. We love you, baby. DC, you ready, baby? I think you the one with the echo. I guess it must be your extra mic or something. Or you must got the show on in the background or something.
Nah, I ain't got no show on. I'm still acting up. Is my sound still acting up? Or I'm good?
It went away. It went away.
Okay, cool. Sweet.
It's better.
Awesome.
I still hear some, but it's better.
I don't have nothing on in the background. I don't really know what's up. But I don't really have a lot of trash players that I can bring up, but I do got a few. And the first player I really just don't like, and I think is trash, is probably Ben Simmons. I just don't like him. I don't think he's good. I think he fall apart when he even touched the court. Like what's up with him? What he did in Philadelphia. I just didn't like that. He wasn't the player that we all thought that he was going to be. So that's definitely top on my list. Ben Simmons is a bum. Another guy I don't like, and I might get canned for this, but I don't like Russell Westbrook. I don't think he's a good player either. He's not top player on my list. And another player I don't like is Marcus Smart. I don't really like him. I don't like him either. I think he's all right defensively, but I think he just don't fit the type of player that I like. And another player I don't like, I'm gonna go over to football, is Carson Wentz. I know that he don't have a team right now, but that's just a player that I hate, I loathe. I don't think that he deserves to be in the NFL no more. That's just my opinion. Don't get mad at me for that. But that's just how I feel.
Wait a minute, who did you say?
Carson Wentz.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't like Carson Wentz. That's one player that he definitely sit real high on my players to hate. Probably right under Ben Simmons. If it's it'll probably be Ben Simmons and then Carson Wentz. So that's my players right there. Then why you looking like that?
You can't stand Carson Wentz.
I can't stand Carson Wentz, dude. Get me out of here. Come on, AB. Get me out of here.
Beloved.
What's going on, Buck Flair?
What's happening? Woo! What's up, chocolate girl, Mr. Thomas?
What's up, Buck Flair?
It's good to be on the show. I appreciate it. And talk a little bit about trash ass players. I think Sharon kind of gave us the Bible. So Clay Thompson, that's one of my trash ass players, I would have to say. And I said that earlier. I said if he doesn't show up and hit for 30, the Lakers are going to win that series pretty much, and that's what happened. And then that whole 76 squad, you might as well put them on his trash ass. That whole 76 squad, just throw them in the dumpster fire, rebuild or something. Because ever since they had the coach that should have got fired with Bowen or whatever his name was, if they would have fired him earlier when they had Jimmy Jackson and stuff like that, or Jimmy Butler. So I'm glad Doc Rivers is gone, but like I said, who's gonna come in and coach the team now? Harden's probably gonna sign that extension, get $55 million. So anyway, that's pretty much my trash ass players. I'll just lay that. City of Philadelphia and the 76ers up 3-2, losing the goddamn fucking Celtics. I thought this was the year. Shout out to the movie Hustle. I was watching Hustle, still watching Hustle again. I watched it about 6 times a day.
Yeah, that hurt.
That's all we're talking about right now, trash ass players.
That hurt, Buck Flair. I ain't gonna lie. Come at them Sixers like that. That hurt a little bit. I ain't gonna lie about that one.
Well, I mean, if you're a Sixers fan, you gotta hurt a little bit.
We definitely hurting right now. Definitely hurting.
I mean, at least it wasn't in the. At least I think you guys would have been happy if you made it to the conference final. But damn, to lose again.
I'm gonna tell you something about how I feel about the Sixers right now. The Sixers are the Dallas Cowboys of the NBA. Point blank.
I won't go that far. That's probably a most terrible organization in football as long as Jerry Bones is there. So.
Second round exits.
Aaron said, "What's Dennis looking at? About to do a mug shot."
Come on with them trash ass players, Dennis.
I ain't reaching. I'm being honest.
All day.
All right, I'm here. This is I've been waiting for this for a while, and I've been a Sixers fan for a while, and I fell off the wagon a little bit, and it wasn't until the other night I realized why I fell off the wagon a little bit and why I've been stuttering and a little shaky with the Sixers back in the day, and why I got myself back together. I am 37 years old. Mm-hmm. The last time the Sixers beat Boston in a playoff game was 1982. That means my whole life we have never beat Boston in a playoff series. Mm-hmm. My whole life. Let's get that out of the way. My whole life.
That echo back.
That goes way back. All right, way back.
What happened, baby?
How Iverson got his famous speech. Practice. We talking about practice. You know what made that speech so famous? Because he lost to Boston, who beat them 3-2 in a 5-game first-round series. A lot of y'all youngsters don't know it used to be a first-round 5-game series.
5 games. That's right.
5-game first-round series. Lost to Boston, who was overachieved that year. This is some of the stuff that just been going through my mind. Like, we haven't beat Boston. We hired 2 ex-Boston coaches. Still haven't beat Boston. Joel Embiid, the MVP. James Harden put up 45 game 1. Joel ain't even played. James Harden put up 42 to win us the next game. We won a 3rd game, and we can't win a 4th. We can't close them out at home. Boston got a whole new coach.
What happened, man?
Further, when we was in a bubble, we were swept by who? Boston. All right. The famous. Everybody always talk about. Oh, Ben Simmons was scared to take the layup. What team was it? Boston was the team he was scared to take the layup on, because he said if he go to the free throw line, he wasn't gonna make the free throws. It's Boston. Don't ask me when it comes to the Sixers who all was scared to play.
Yes.
Boston. That's it. Don't ask me what the Sixers gonna do. They ain't doing shit until they beat Boston. That's all. I'm coming to this season talking about something. Oh, we got championship aspirations. No, you gotta beat Boston. What you gotta do? You have to beat Boston. All right? There is no more Andrew Toney and the Boston Strangler. Somebody else got to do it.
Oh, he's great.
And I blame the organization, not more the players.
Yeah.
We've been through 5
I have
coaches.
to go downstairs and get my Sixers.
I'm tired of losing to Boston.
No, you
I guess
That's what I'm telling you.
Boston.
I'm tired.
Wait a minute. I guess Boston got y'all in the chokehold, huh?
Boston has had my life in the chokehold as a and I can't take this shit no more.
Y'all like Stephen A, man, with the Knicks.
Yeah.
Dennis,
Where you go?
what you?
You knocking shit over or what?
You gotta step away to calm down.
He fell down.
Ty, he
Damn.
went to Boston.
He went to Boston. Hey, he got some unfinished business in Boston, dude. Oh man, that was funny.
All right, go ahead with your certified players run.
The Denver Nuggets beat the Phoenix Suns
Forget
4-2 in the playoffs.
F Denver.
Hey, they're my certified player. So back to you, Sharon.
That's it?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think I'm gonna let Buck Flair go next. Go ahead, Buck Flair, with your certified players.
Certified players. I'm going to go with the Joker, of course, just like Ron said, the Denver Nuggets, the Joker. I mean, the guys that's been on a mission. I made a post saying it's been a long time. The MVP has won a chip. It's last time it happened with Curry in 2015. And here Joker was 2 years in a row. This year he's not the MVP. So I think the guy's on a mission to get there. Certified player, definitely him and the Nuggets. And then you got to go over there to Miami. I mean, Miami, Jimmy Butler. Adebayo, or whatever you want to call his name.
Bam.
Yeah, bam. Just bam. Those guys have been balling without, when they lost Hero with a broken hand or whatever. I thought for sure that it's going to be tough on them to get by Milwaukee, but they match up very well. Now a team that they did not want to face. That's why they lost to the Hawks on purpose. I really, truly believe that, because they didn't want to face up with Boston in the first round. They wanted to go play Milwaukee, who they had some success with. So now they got to play the Celtics. But the good news is this: it went 7 games. Miami's got a lot of rest too as well. So hopefully they can make a series out of it and get there. I still think Boston will probably overcome them and get there as far as that goes. But yeah, I was kind of shocked that Tatum played the way he did. He's been kind of a trash ass player in that series or whatever, but I give him a little credit in that last game. And then of course, little white boy for the Lakers. I think we're going to talk about him a little bit later. Austin Reaves. Yeah, yep. I'll give him a little certification because he's been playing. He looks like a white boy on the court. You never know what he's going to do. he throw up a goofy ass shot and it goes in, and everybody starts cheering. So he trips over his own feet and make a layup. He's playing like a goofy ass certified white boy right now. So I give it to Austin Reaves. So that's it.
All right. All right. Do you want to go? Or you want me to go?
You go.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna start with the diamond. Shout out to Czar for the diamond. The Yankees and the Dodgers, they jumped up in the power rankings. I'm not gonna talk about my Reds because they suck right now, so I won't talk about them. So shout out to the Yankees and the Dodgers. Let me just get this out of the way. I hate the Boston Celtics. With every ounce of my being, I hate that team. But this is Talk Your Ish, and we are doing certified players. So Jason Tatum made my list. So Jason Tatum took over and broke Steph's record for the most points in a game 7. He channeled his mama mentality and put the team on his back and won that game 7, almost single-handedly. So Jason Tatum, Jimmy Butler, and Kyle Lowry. I don't know. It's like they ate the spinach. I don't know what happened, but they willed their team to win. And they beat them. They beat the Knicks. So they're in the conference finals. They shocked me. Shout out to Stephen A. Smith. Tay, you will love this because he was talking about Ben Simmons and how much you can't stand him and what a sorry ass player. He just called him sorry ass on his podcast. Sorry ass Ben Simmons. That's what he said. And I like the things that he said because he spoke nothing but the truth. Swagoo, who y'all know, y'all who've been following me know I love Swagoo. I love that man on ESPN. But anyway, they asked him what he thought about the whole John Morant situation, and I liked his responses on John Morant, talking about how, John, you don't have time to be a gangster. You put your time into being a basketball player, not a gangster. So you're not a gangster, so stop pretending. And that really is a serious message, y'all, because real OGs do not like pretenders. And that's true. I heard Stephen A. say that, and I was like, my gosh, if he didn't just open up my head and take my thoughts out, because I learned that years ago. They don't like the pretenders more than they hate the people who are scared, just let it be known they scared. He'd rather deal with them than the pretenders. So, anyway, message for Ja, like that. The Lakers, my favorite team, through it all, through all the ridicule and the criticism, how everybody said they wasn't even going to make the playoffs. I believe the last time I was on this show before the playoffs, I said Lakers in 6 before they played Golden State. I said Lakers in 6. Maybe I wasn't on the show. I don't know. Maybe I put it in there.
You was.
Was I on the show? Okay.
Yep.
But I said Lakers in 6. And y'all thought I was crazy. Yeah, it was on the show because y'all thought I was crazy. I said, well, I'm saying Lakers in 6. And that's what happened. So shout out to my favorite team. The Phoenix Suns. Yes, they lost to the Denver Nuggets. But that's not where I'm going with this. I'm actually happy that they let go of their coach, Monty Williams. I'm actually happy about that. Because from what my sources are telling me about dude, he's not the same old nice guy that he used to be when he was an assistant coach on another team. They tell me that after he got his coach of the year, was it twice? I don't remember. But after he got his coach of the year, he changed. I knew there was a problem 2 seasons ago when DeAndre Ayton first said that he wanted to leave the team. This was 2 seasons ago. It wasn't this season. It was the prior season. Mm-hmm. And DeAndre Ayton, if you check this dude out and you ask people about his history, he's not a dude that just usually has an attitude problem dealing with people. That's not his MO. So when he said that, I was like, So that's when I started poking around. trying to get information on Monty Williams, and it didn't come back good. So Kevin Durant, who I love, I wouldn't mind him winning something without Steph, so he could prove people, shut people up. I'm just so sick of that whole narrative about how he can't win on his own and all that nonsense, trying to take away his greatness. So I wanted them to get a good coach, and it ain't Monty Williams. That wasn't gonna work. So I
You don't think Monty Williams was a good coach?
I don't think he's good right now. Nope. He used to be, but I don't think he is now. I think he let all that coach of the year and all that go to his head. That's what I think.
Actually, it's like
I'm done.
So wait a minute. Since we on coach, what coach do you think should go there if you was just to pick one? You know what I mean? Just to pick.
Get some white.
Oh shoot. Well, shit. They just fired Doc. Put Doc over there.
I'll leave it for a minute.
I wouldn't mind seeing Doc over there.
I love it.
I seriously believe that Doc. I seriously believe that he would change the culture a little bit over there.
Like, hands deep in that.
Okay.
That's hot.
Plus, you know, I'm in the Western Conference. I don't want nobody to beat the Lakers anyway, so I really don't care if they get anybody that. But
I mean, that's gonna forever be the narrative right there, though, Sharon.
Real.
About Kevin Durant.
I know it is. I know it is. It's just so silly to me.
I mean, because if you want to get technical, if I want to like rub some stuff in, you know what I mean? If you take away his 2 championships, then what else has he done?
What's your hand look like?
He's done more than James Harden.
Oh Jesus,
anyway, that's another discussion.
Did he?
Yeah.
I think they're about even.
No, they're not. Do you know how many scoring titles? Okay. Moving on.
Is that Grill or
I don't think Tay has given his certified player. Just let him do his certified player.
All right, go ahead. Do your certified player.
I ain't arguing.
That's hot. Oh, that's a Grill. Look dirty.
I felt like stirring the pot.
Come on, baby.
Who
you got to mute your mic. You got a whole TV conversation back there. It sound like
mute your mic.
Yeah, mute your mic. We ain't got to hear all that.
Actually, you can mute it, Dennis.
But FLAIR,
you can mute it, Dennis. You know that, right?
I don't even know if he can hear me.
What's that?
Yeah. Who up then?
Yeah, who's certified player we waiting on?
Tay.
Ty, it's on Ty.
Ty. Okay.
I called him Tay, didn't I?
That's cool.
Yeah,
just don't call me late for dinner. I'm good.
I won't, because I can cook. I can cook. You won't want to miss my dinner.
But my favorite certified player in the NBA, even though I'm a Sixers fan, partially, but my favorite player is Giannis. I love Giannis. I think one of the best players in the league. He proved that he can win a championship. So he's one of my guys, my top certified player. And my second certified player is probably, I like Jalen Brunson. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but I think Jalen Brunson is a real scrappy player. Especially with them, not doing well last year to being in the playoffs this year and making it to the the semifinals. They just got put out. So I like the way Jalen Brunson ball. And another player, if I had to pick, would probably be Davis and Anthony Davis from the Lakers. He's one of those really good post players. One of those players that he's been good forever. What
good at dressing? He dressed good. What you talking about? He dressed real good. I think you always can tell what kind of clothes he got.
He do dress good, but he actually is a good player.
He should be on the cover of GQ. Cover of Sports Illustrated next to Martha Stewart. That's what he should be. The hell?
So you say you don't like Anthony Davis?
I don't like the fact that he ain't always available.
Right.
I think as me to say this, for him to be a professional athlete, maybe he got to fire his trainer. Maybe he got to go get a new trainer. I don't like to say people get fired because I don't want nobody to lose their job. But people get fired every day. That's what I'm saying. People get fired every day.
That's true.
All right. So
I like Anthony Davis. I definitely think he's one of the most.
Another trainer. Yeah.
Yeah. So Sharon, you don't like Anthony Davis?
I love Anthony Davis.
Okay.
I'm a big Anthony Davis fan when he's healthy.
Right.
But
When he's healthy,
he
one of the
can't
best.
stay healthy.
True. But when he is healthy, he is one of the best. I mean,
He is one of
Josh,
the best.
we can't take that from him.
You can't take it from him. You're right.
Yeah,
Two-way
I'm not gonna
player.
lie. When he's playing, he's on top of his game.
He's a great two-way player. He's great. He's on top of his game. He's hard to guard. He's a good defensive player. He can shoot well. I mean, he can play in the paint, in the post. He can play on the perimeter. He can do it all. He can do it all, literally.
Yeah.
But he can't do nothing when he ain't there. And
Right.
that's the problem.
But I don't really take that away from his game, though, just because he can't stay healthy.
No. Not from his game.
Yeah,
his game is all that.
His game is the truth, man. He's definitely a shutdown guy, too. So I think that's, for me, that probably would be it. And I like Kawhi Leonard, but I'm going to keep that right there. I like Leonard. I like Kawhi Leonard.
Well,
you like a lot of motherfuckers that's going to be sitting next to you courtside.
This going to be your first and last time on the show.
Like a lot of motherfuckers sitting next to you courtside. You like take pictures with motherfuckers. Yeah, we have nothing game
but those are my certified players, man.
So did everybody go for certified?
Yeah.
Except you, Dan. I don't think you went. You ain't go.
All right. Well, I don't have nothing different than what y'all said, but let me give a certified player out there to the Spurs for getting the number 1 draft pick in the lottery. Shout out to the Spurs. They're going to get Victor Wembanyama. So we're going to see what Popovich does with this big guy. Does he have the same success that he had with a couple other big guys that was drafted by the Spurs? Let me make sure I say that again. That was drafted by the Spurs. Not that one they got from Portland. All right. Just want to make sure we get that all out the way.
Let me say this, Dennis. I'm not convinced this Wembanyama is going to be all that. I'm just not convinced.
I'll wait and see. Usually I'm one of the ones that say, oh, he trash. He ain't what y'all saying. I'll wait and watch. I'm gonna watch basketball.
I'm
like watching.
not gonna say trash. I'm just not riding that train yet. I'm just not on the he's gonna be all that train.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait and watch. That's what I'm gonna do. I like to watch players. I like to watch the young players before they get their second contract because they come to all them games before they get their second contract. Right. So I'll pay money to go see them.
I just want to say this: who is the head coach in San Antonio?
Greg Popovich.
The problem. I think it's about time he gonna give it up to somebody else.
Well, I guess they probably gave him 3 years to get it together.
Hey,
to be a contender.
I feel like he can stay as long as he wants because he's Greg Popovich. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I hate San Antonio anyway.
We can lose the rest of the blood.
Never win another game. I always care.
Hey, Sharon, I'm kind of with you, Sharon.
I can't stand
and the San Antonio fans, man. I'm tired of them. Ron, matter of fact,
but they was like the worst team in the NBA, right? This last season, wasn't they?
I think it was. It was either
like last place.
It was a tank party between them and Houston. I think Houston was last.
Houston and Detroit. Them three.
Yeah.
And Orlando.
Let's start with our fan question from AB though. Let's start with that one, and then I'm gonna let you run down the rest of your. AB gave us the fan question. He said, "Whose NBA playoff run was more impressive, the LA Lakers or the Miami Heat?" I'm gonna let you start this one off, DC.
I'm gonna probably say the Lakers because I think the Lakers started out like 2-4. Like they really had a really bad start. I mean, even though it's a lot of games in basketball, but it's still, I definitely think that the Lakers probably had the most impressive, run. And I mean, that's just how I feel. And I know Sharon probably can agree with that. That's kind of how I feel.
Okay. All right. What you got over there, Buck Flair? Unmute yourself.
Am I unmuted now?
You
good?
good?
You're good now.
Okay, I'm good now. Okay. Dennis must have muted my ass. Anyway.
You had a whole separate
No, I
Showtime
want to say
after dark going on over there.
I know.
Yeah.
It sound like porn. Didn't it sound like
Right.
porn?
That's why I left it alone. I said let him have his Showtime after dark over there.
Yeah, I've been grilling out and drinking and having a good time today. So Miami 100% because Lakers don't surprise me. I had the Lakers in Denver playing because that schedule was set up perfectly for the Lakers for them to run this, because the Warriors, they could have won, but I just feel like the Lakers with AD, the big key for them, big man. Now we get to see Joker and what he's going to do to the Lakers with his big presence, because this is the first time they're facing a big man, really. So now, but Miami, I wasn't surprised they beat Milwaukee. I wasn't surprised. Now, what they're doing is amazing. It's amazing what they're doing, especially with Tyler Hero with a broken hand. But I would definitely give it to Miami, and shout out to Boston because they had to go 7 games with Philly, and they
that ain't the question. That ain't the question. Nobody asked you about Boston, all right? That ain't the question. All right?
Hate the
We
Sixers.
asked you about the Lakers and the Miami Heat. Nobody asked you about Boston, all right? We talking about Boston right now.
People said they missed the rant, so I wanted to put the rant out there again.
No, we ain't talking about Boston right now, all right?
Golly.
I got to go next. I got to say the Lakers. And this why? Because how many times the Warriors beat LeBron over the years?
I think LeBron only beat the Warriors in a series one time.
Okay, look what they did.
This is the second time. Yeah.
Look what they did just this year in the playoffs. That being LeBron quit tonight. So for him to do what he did, well, the Lakers to do what they did, I got to go with the Lakers.
I'm gonna have to say I'm also going to have to pick the Lakers because I did not have the Lakers beat Memphis. Y'all know me. I love seeing big Memphis. Love seeing big Memphis. I like Memphis a lot, but just as I named the show, not again. What the F? Ja Morant. I guess ain't nobody really speak on him in the gun. Ja Morant.
I did.
I really don't know, man. I know you was on your homies, Instagram live or going live on your homies page. So you thought he ain't got no friends. Ain't nobody gonna see this. No, player. Whoever your homies is and your homies is, they know all of them people. All right, just let you know that. So wherever you go, you got God's eye on you. You ever see Fast and Furious, which is about to come out on Thursday? You ever see Fast and Furious when they had God's eye? They catch you from anywhere. That's you, Ja. So you need to stay in the house. Get yourself together. Tell them you was on drugs. Go to the drug rehab program, because if you tell them that you was on drugs, they'll let it go because they'll say it was drugs.
I wouldn't tell them that, dude. I can't.
I would, because then you won't get suspended. You tell them you on drugs, you ain't gonna get that suspension.
No, you
already lost a bunch of money
regardless.
You lost. I didn't know the contract went like that. I thought the contract was different. I thought he had the 4 years in his contract to make one All-NBA team. I didn't know it was the first year of the contract. If I'd have known that, I'd have been betting on all of them. If I'd known you got that 1 year after the contract to get the All-NBA to get the bonus, I'd have bet all my money on Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. If I'd have known that.
And Dennis, you did lose all your money.
No, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander got it. But yeah, I didn't think they was gonna beat Memphis. When they went to go play the Warriors, I said that's gonna go 7 and it's gonna be iffy, but it ain't go 7. It went 6. I thought it was gonna be iffy. I thought it was gonna be a 7-game series. I thought they was gonna play on Mother's Day. No, we the only ones playing on Mother's Day. I noticed that too. We the only ones playing on Mother's Day. I noticed that too. We don't win on Mother's Day. All right, this ain't about us. You're right.
It was a rumor.
Lakers, y'all had a good run. Miami, I knew they was gonna beat the Bucks. And a lot of people keep saying, "Oh no, that's only because Giannis was injured. Giannis could have been fully healthy." They was beating the Bucks. It's personal with them. That wasn't no just it's a playoff game. It was personal. Miami and Milwaukee. That's a personal rivalry right there. If you ain't seen them play in the last couple of years and how that rivalry is, it's personal with them. Now them and the Knicks, I had a feeling the Knicks weren't gonna win that. Go ahead, Ryan.
But like I was saying, the LA Lakers, somebody from the Warriors sideline was talking shit about LeBron. And in a video. So they put a cap on LeBron's head on IG. So LeBron said, "Oh, that's how you feel? I finna give y'all the business." And that's what he did. And he said, "Deuces, go fishing."
Going to Cancun, baby.
Right.
Okay, what you got, Chocolate?
The more impressive ride here was the Lakers. The Lakers in Miami story going into the postseason has been very, very similar. I don't know if you guys know how similar it's been. It's been very, very similar. So this is not me being a fan. I actually wrote down some numbers and stuff about this. But they both finished 7th in the conference. They both had to go into the play-in, play the 8th seed. The Lakers, they were in 13th place at one time, y'all. 13th. And then they had to fight their way and win a series of pretty tough games in order to get that 7th spot. So they jumped 6 places in the Western Conference to get into the doggone play-in, first of all. And then they didn't just beat the Dallas Mavericks to get to the Western Conference Finals. They beat the defending champion Golden State Warriors. And nobody was injured. They just beat them. So I can't say that with Miami. Giannis was injured. I don't care what anybody say. That other dude on there, I can't think of his name right now. I don't think he was fully healthy, but I can't remember his name.
Chris Middleton.
Yeah.
And
so I'm sorry. I can't say that it's the Heat. And I love the Heat. I love Spo. I'm not a lover of Jimmy Butler, but I like Jimmy Butler.
I love me some Jimmy Butler.
Me too. Jimmy Butler got hella game.
I like him more now than I ever have in his entire career. I will tell you that. And I have a lot more respect for him. He has had me gain some respect for him since he's been in Miami. But I'm sorry. I just feel that the Lakers run was a lot more impressive because no one had them beating the Warriors. The few people who say they did, yeah, okay. I don't know if y'all really did believe it or if y'all were just hoping they would beat the Warriors because, people want that Warriors dynasty to be over so badly. It's like, if it were to end, it would probably make them have an orgasm or something. They're just so wanted. They just really want it to end that badly. I've just never seen people who really hating on champions the way that they get hated on. I don't understand it. But anyway, they beat the Grizzlies and the defending champion Warriors. Neither team, they were not expected to beat either team. They were not as good as either of those teams, but they beat them. So I say it's the Lakers.
Okay. All right, Ryan. Start this party over right.
My favorite question of the night. Let's hear it. Go ahead, Ryan.
First. That's what she's been waiting.
I've been waiting
Give it right to him. Don't even say my name. Give it right to him.
Should Chris Paul retire?
Hell to the yes. He should retire. In fact, he needs to rush and retire. Like rush it. Like he needs to announce it now. Don't even wait. Just announce it tomorrow. And then he needs to go and coach because he does have skills, y'all. He needs to coach. He needs to be an assistant where he can teach people how to have good handles. The one that's in charge of the point guards, that's what he should be. Not a head coach, but an assistant coach. But he damn don't need to be lacing up and be on nobody's court as a player. He needs to be gone. Plus, I'm just sick of looking at him. So
wait a minute. Can I ask you, Dennis? You sure this, Sharon?
Sharon, I like it. I like it. She's turning over a new leaf. We ain't get her chocolate girl moment, but she turned over a new leaf.
What leaf? What leaf you talking about?
She turned over a new leaf. I like it.
I mean, I'm consistent on Chris Paul. I'm consistent. I never said that he was a terrible player. I never said that. He can play.
I think the argument that me and you had was the thing about I said he was a leader, and you was like he ain't leading nothing, and I was, but for you to say he need to be a coach, you know,
yeah, he can be but he can't be a head coach.
No, I don't think he can be a head coach immediately. No,
that requires too much leadership to be a head coach, and he ain't no leader, but he could be an assistant.
Okay, Dennis.
Never mind, Sharon. You done shot everything out of clap. Don't even ask me. Go ahead. What you got over there, Ty?
I'm gonna say definitely need to retire. I mean, what he been in the league like 18 years? Like, is that
25, 30?
I think it's been like 18 years. He got 0 rings, so you might as well go ahead and give it up. How many rings he got? He got 0, right? Am I right about that?
He got 0 rings.
0 rings, 18 years. That body ain't gonna last too much longer, right?
But it don't last a whole season.
His body been breaking down for the last what?
Yeah, but
5 years.
It's broken down. His body ain't.
Every
his body's
postseason
done.
he gets injured. Every freaking postseason except one.
But he probably trying to go ahead and get him a ring. That's what I think. The reason why he won't retire yet because he ain't got him a ring yet. You know what I mean?
I know it.
But at the same time, you know, after 18 seasons, you might as well go ahead and give it up. That's how I feel.
Yeah,
that's my honest opinion.
People want ice water in hell too, and they ain't gonna get it.
You're right. He ain't gonna get it. But he is, to me, I think he is a good player. You know, he always has been a good player to me. But it's time for him to go. It's time for him to kick rocks.
But Flair.
Oh, he needs to probably play for Philly next year.
No, Buck.
He needs to go play for Philly. Yeah,
we got Maxie, baby.
Play for Philly and go ahead and then go ahead and retire.
Buck, you gonna stop rubbing this shit?
he ain't gonna let you make it, dog.
This ain't like lotion, Buck. You gonna keep rubbing this shit in, Buck. All right. This ain't no mixed vapor rub, all right. Keep rubbing this shit in, all right. Ain't no mixed vapor rub, Buck. All right.
Hey, Buck, bring that salt back out, bro. Buck. You rubbing.
So, Buck, you said he needs y'all to Philly, huh?
No,
I say he need to retire, man. That was. I think he needs to retire. Go ahead and retire.
Sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. I got to say this to Josh. No, Josh, CP3 is not top 5 all time. No.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
No, he's not.
Top 5 point guard? Is that what he said? Is that what he said?
He didn't say point guard. He just says top 5 all time.
My next question. Do you think Draymond Green will sign a 1-year deal with another NBA team? Sharon.
No, he's gonna stay right there at the Warriors. Book it. He's gonna be right there next season. He gonna say, now what? To everybody. Because everybody say, oh, they're gonna trade him. They're gonna trade. No, they're not. They're not gonna trade him.
Dennis.
I think somebody offers him a multi-year deal to another team. Teams I think he'll fit well is like Milwaukee or him going to Miami.
Philly.
Maybe even the Knicks. The Knicks would be a good look for him as well.
How about Philly?
I can see the Knicks. I can see the Knicks.
Those are some of the teams I think he'll fit well. Yeah.
You don't think he can fit well?
I can see them offering him like a multi-year deal. Something nice. I don't know if he's gonna accept it, but I can see an offer.
I'm
He
gonna
won't
go
accept
ahead and jump in, Ron. I say that he don't go nowhere. And the reason why I say that is because he got a real good relationship with the owners over there, man. Like a really good relationship. And another reason why people might not want to be teammates with Draymond. You see how he fired off on Poole like that. You know, that make people think like, do I really want to be a teammate of this guy? He might fire off on me at any minute. You know what I mean? Like the way, like that's supposed to be the OG. You know what I mean? He the OG of the team, and he knocking out and punching on younger players that he's supposed to be showing the ropes to.
So you saying he might give somebody a 2-piece and biscuit, huh?
Yeah, yes.
I don't think nobody
With
actually sat back and thought about, did Jordan Poole deserve that punch? Did anybody sit back and think that?
Well, I think Jordan Poole just pushed him. Like, it was like a little small.
No.
Wasn't he talking trash? What did he really do?
He said or did something to prompt Draymond to come over to him and clock him.
Yeah, but when you
Draymond not gonna just come over and clock somebody just to be doing it.
But this is how I feel. When you're the leader of a team like that, you gotta pull to the side. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, dude, what you just did or what you just said, you know what I'm saying? We gotta get that out of here because he's, like I said, I go back, he's the leader of that team. He's one of the leaders. You know, I'm one of the OGs of that team. And if you can do that to the young kid, you know what I mean? You could really do that to any other young kid on any other team or vice versa. So I would say, with the relationship he got with those owners over there, I think that he might end up staying. But that's just, we'll see. Well,
I agree. I agree with what you're saying about being a leader and you the OG and what you're supposed to do. I agree with that. But sometimes people just can't do what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Sometimes they get pushed, and sometimes they lose it. It's not good.
It ain't.
But it's understandable.
It ain't.
And just, not to drop things, not to drop names or anything. But anyway, according to what I'm hearing, it was much more than what was reported. I'll just say that.
Yeah, I don't know what he did. I just know that I thought he just said something and he might have gave him a slick shove. But this, I gotta say what this dude Blaze Thunder Gabber said in the comments. That's funny. He said maybe Dre need to fire off on Ja. That's fire.
Maybe so. Maybe he need to go to Memphis. I don't know.
Right, go to Memphis. He fire off on Ja. Put him in check. Now that might work.
You know what? I don't think that would even work. I think the culture in Memphis is just the way it is, and that's the reason why Iggy never didn't want to stay there.
Little Memphis, but FLAIR.
Oh, I think first he will stay there, but secondly, I would wish he would go to the Knicks to toughen up that team, and thirdly, I will say if for some reason the Nuggets do not win the chip, then I could see him going over to Denver to try to help that team get over the top if they don't win the chip.
They got a hell of a passing game over there. He would be right over there.
No.
Yeah.
They passed the ball a whole lot over there. He would be right over there.
Yeah.
That's from the center all the way down too, because he can pass too. He can distribute the rock too.
Listen, I call him the point center.
I'm telling you, dog, he can distribute the rock like crazy.
Sacramento has a lot of money to deal to as well because their starters are all back. So Sacramento could be a sleeper team.
He better not go no Sacramento.
My next question: do you think the New York Knicks need to fire their head coach, Dennis?
Yes. Tibbs got to go.
Why?
Because he ain't done nothing. Tibbs got to go.
What you mean he hasn't done nothing?
He hasn't.
Well, they didn't go to the playoffs last year, but they went to the playoffs this year.
They went to the playoffs the year before that.
What were they doing before Tibbs got there?
Nothing.
Okay. But they did something.
It ain't all the way Tibbs. It ain't all the way Tibbs' fault, but Tibbs got to go.
But
no. What I'm saying is he's done more with them than the last coach did. So you can't say that he's done nothing.
Right. I could say he's done nothing.
Yeah, well, you could say it, but
I could say he's done nothing.
Ty, what do you think?
I don't think so.
Why?
Just because he, he did, to me, he did something. Like them not going to the play, they haven't really been nothing this last few years to me. And I feel like the team has actually been performing and doing well. They actually just got kicked out the playoffs this last series. So, you gotta give them a little bit of flowers on that. You know what I mean? You just can't kick him out when they get a little bit of success. I say give him another year or so. But to be honest, they've been saying Tibbs was gonna get fired for the last 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
They've been saying he's gonna get fired for the last 2 years, and he ain't got fired yet. You know what I mean? So I don't see him going nowhere.
I don't want Tibbs in Philly. You got the wrong
Tibbs
guy.
no.
Only coach I want. There's 3 coaches that I want in Philly. 3.
We're gonna get to that then.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
right,
I got 3 coaches I want too. At least 2. At least 2.
There's only 3. There's only 3 coaches I want in Philly, and that's it.
I say 2 for me.
And I don't think I'm gonna get them either.
As far as what the damn question, Ron? Shit. All that damn Philly talk and shit, and I didn't. And, I was memorized by that Philly talk. So, yeah, they talking about them damn 76ers.
FLAIR in the full effect.
This should have been called 76ers Tuesday. So,
do you think the New York Knicks need to fire their head coach?
No. He'll go another year, and if he can't make it to the conference final, then they'll probably get rid of him just like they did Monty or whatever. So yeah, he'll one more year.
I agree.
Sharon?
No, I don't think that they should fire him, but because they shouldn't fire him, they probably will because it's the Knicks, and they don't know what the hell they doing over there. Still.
But how long he been with New York Knicks?
I don't know. I was just about to look that up.
Can somebody tell me that much?
I'm about to tell you.
Yeah, look that up.
The wife here.
Oh, wifey here. What's up, wifey? Wifey in the building. Give me a thumbs up. So was it
2020?
So 3 years. That's why I was going.
This 2020, 21.
So he been with the New York Knicks for 3 years, and they just went to the playoffs 1 year.
Well, I think they went. Did he go his first year? Then I think they went 2, and they didn't go last year.
I don't think he went during the pandemic. So he went the year after the pandemic. I know that he lost to Atlanta. And the year after that, they didn't go at all. And then the next year,
He was given garbage though, Ron. I mean, he took over a garbage team, and
Jalen Brunson is the savior.
With the draft that they had, they added some pieces and they got a little better. And then the next season they got a little better. And then this season they finally made the playoffs like they should have. They just didn't, make it that far. But they'll be back. I think Julius Randle may have to go.
Sharon,
I'm a Julius Randle fan.
Let me say this: when the head coach took over the New York Knicks, he should have been the first one to get the first round. Excuse my French.
Well, no, at the time
he got most improved player after that.
At the time, I do not believe that he should have been off the team then. I believe that now. Because like Dennis said, he was actually most improved player back then. And it was real. What he did improve, but I think, like I heard somebody say today, he gets too emotional. His emotions get in the way and it throws him off his game. That's the biggest knock on Julius Randle. That's a mentality thing. That's a mental thing. And you can't coach that. You can't develop that. You either have it or you don't. and I don't think that he has it. I didn't realize that before, and now that I see it, I just have to be real about it. As much as I like him and want him to be
I said that.
number one, he's really not.
I just said he didn't make it in. He didn't make the playoffs in the bubble. That's what I said. He made the
Who you
playoffs.
who you
I'm
talking
talking
to?
to. I'm talking to Ethan.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and I just yeah. I think he needs to go. And then my other guy, RJ Barrett, he hasn't taken that step and gotten aggressive like he needs to be in his position, like I thought he would. Because he was my favorite player in that draft.
Right.
John Moran has proven that he's the star of that draft.
I just think
he might not. Shit.
No, he's still a star.
I just think Orlando don't show up in the playoffs.
No, he doesn't.
And he's the superstar on the team. What?
I wouldn't call
They don't
him
have. They don't have a superstar on that team.
I call him a star, but not a superstar.
Well, a star. Okay, well, a star got to show up sometime.
Superstars and stars on two different levels. Every team don't have a superstar.
Okay, where you put a star at, then.
Yeah, but he does have to show up. You're right.
You got to show up in the playoffs.
Right. You're right.
Yeah. He had not been. He show up one game.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, you got to show up sometime.
Yeah, but it's the Knicks, so I don't care. I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't care either, but I just said you got to show up.
I think it's more the organization with the Knicks. That's why I kind of
it is.
That's
why I don't think Tibbs should lose his job.
Because he gonna lose it because, like I said, the organization he gonna lose it. But again, with Tibbs, a lot of these coaches don't believe in playing these younger players, and I don't know what it is. I don't know what these younger players are showing at practice, but it's like as soon as they get away from them coaches and they get to coaches that actually like playing younger players, like a Derwin Ham, you see how he's playing his bench, playing his younger players, and they're out here. They're blossoming with LeBron.
Right.
I don't understand why a lot of these coaches don't do that. That doesn't make sense to me. And that's some of the reasons why I always say these coaches got to get out of their own head and stop just relying on their veterans and like, yo, you gonna need to go to this fountain of youth.
But he been like that since he was with Chicago. He was the head coach. He was doing the same damn thing in Chicago.
Well, he had a bunch of young bulls in Chicago, so he wasn't really doing that. We talked about this already.
Well, anyway, he should have his job. He shouldn't be fired, but I think they're gonna fire him.
Okay. My next question: should Austin?
We talked about this already, Juke.
Huh?
Well, Austin Reaves?
I'm talking about Juke. Juke must be under PI or something because he didn't change his name. But go ahead.
Should Austin Reaves chase the bag this offseason or stay with the Lakers? Sharon.
Well, as a Laker fan, he fits it with the team right now. Right? He's having a breakout year. I guess you call it a breakout year. He's only 13-3-3, and he averages about 23 minutes a game. But there are other players out there that can put up those same type of numbers off the bench. So for me, when you ask should he chase the bag, I don't believe it's going to be a big enough bag for him to chase. Especially if he stays there and wins, if the Lakers win and he's on that team and he's contributed, I don't think he'll leave. That's just what I think, unless the Lakers try to force him to leave. But I don't think that he'll just leave. I think he'll stay. But should he chase the bag? Well, that's the name of the game now. That's what everybody wants to do now. All these players, they're all in it just for the money. They don't give a damn about team or winning or legacy. They don't care about that. All they care about is the bag. So sure.
For me, I think Reaves got that dog in him. I think he's like a great bargain this year because I think he's getting like 1.6 million this year, something like that. Like I'm not 100% sure, but it's something like that. So he a great bargain for the team. But to me, I don't think that the Lakers might be able to afford Austin Reaves next season because I think they can only offer him around 50 million. Like I think that he might have to go out and see what's out there on the market at least because like everybody need to chase their bag. I mean, it's about making more money, right? But it's teams out there with some really good cap space, like probably like Houston or San Antonio, where he might be able to go. You know what I'm saying, and grab a bag.
All right, just because I give you more money, that don't mean you the fit anywhere.
Well, I agree with that. I agree with that, but I mean, we don't know if he's gonna fit until you go over there and
Right.
play.
I mean, I just saying, just because they offer you a lot of money, that don't mean it would be the same outcome.
Right.
Look at, and I like the dude who I finna say, but look at Carmelo Anthony. He got the bag in New York, but the outcome was trash. And I like Carmelo.
Yeah.
So he chased the bag.
He said he regretted it too later.
Right.
And that's the reason why I say, well, sure, that's what they all doing now. That's the name of the game, chasing bag chasing.
The bag.
They don't care about legacy or anything. They don't care about that. They don't even care about rings, really. They don't care about winning. All they want is the money. That's it.
Well, you should care about winning.
Thing to them is the bag.
That's what I'm saying.
Bag. That's all they play for. And
I say he chased the bag, but you just never know. I mean, he go over to Houston or San Antonio, one of those teams. Like I said, he probably don't. His chances of winning the championship might go down. You know what I mean? But he is going. But he is going to be right in the West. But he is going to be. He's going to be paid. But you just never know. You never know.
But Flair.
Well, the Lakers can offer him like a 4-year deal for $50 million. He was correct on that one. However, they valued his stock 4-year $94 million. So I think this comes down to LeBron James. If they do, make it to the finals, he probably will talk this young man into staying there in LA and probably slide him some maybe a feature in his next Space Jam 3 movie or whatever. Who knows? But yeah, he probably should stay. He probably to me he should stay in LA. But I think there's going to be a team that's going to throw him some money, and he better go for the bag because, like I said, white boys don't last that long in the NBA. You know what I mean? They don't last that long unless you got talent like Larry Bird.
Dennis.
Shooting his white boy.
I think he should go chase the bag. It's not going to be no bigger. You've seen people who didn't go chase the bag and, try to stick to the strip, thought they was going to get more money and actually mess themselves up. So if you're going to be a hot commodity as a free agent, just make sure you go to a team that's going to appreciate you when you also get the bag. That'll be my only advice to him.
They ain't going to appreciate you because you ain't going to work. You ain't going to work hard for it.
To me, if he goes to San Antonio, that army ball.
Well, I ain't never think he was going to San Antonio.
I mean, they just got the bag to give him.
Nobody volunteers to go to San Antonio.
No, but they got the money to give him. That's really why I said that.
Right. I mean, but San Antonio, San Antonio remind me of the Patriots. Ugh. You cannot say nothing. You cannot do nothing. You just gotta do what we tell you to do.
Yeah, well, it's all right. I'm just gonna tell you like it is.
Yeah.
Some of the teams out there that could use him.
My next question: do the Kings need to add someone in free agent, or is they good for next year to get past the Warriors in the playoffs? Dennis.
Nah, they can add somebody. They could, depends on who's a free agent. If there's a big man with some oomph as a free agent, then I think they need to go get him.
Sharon.
All right, here's my answer. The Kings are gonna king. Don't matter who they get. Doesn't even matter who the coach is. Even the great Mike Brown, the Kings are still gonna king. Just like the Clippers are gonna clip. It's the same thing. That's first of all. But that being said, they need somebody that can play good defense. That's what they need. Coming into the playoffs, they were the worst. They had the worst defensive. They were the worst defensive team in the field coming into the playoffs. The worst. And if you look at the games they played, they were winning on offense. It wasn't their defense that was winning them anything. Defense wins championships. Everybody knows that.
Right.
And that's why they're at home in Sacramento, where they should be.
Right.
But anyway, they were the worst defensive team coming in. They had 117.3 points per 100 possessions were allowed. And their half-point defensive rating was 102. So I would say they need to add some defensive players. Other than that, I don't see anything else that can save them.
All right.
Top. And drop Harrison Barnes then.
I kind of agree with what Sharon said. They definitely need some defensive help, but it don't really matter what they do or who they pick up. They ain't gonna have nothing for Golden State. That's just my opinion. I'm not really a fan of the Kings anyway, so it really don't matter to me who they get or what they do. Golden State.
But FLAIR.
Well, we mentioned it earlier. I just said Draymond Green, if he wanted to go to Sacramento. They're going to pick up somebody. We just don't know who. Harrison Barnes, are they going to keep him and let him walk? You never know with that situation too. But I don't like the Kings. I'm like Sharon. I can kiss ass on the Kings. I don't like the owner. I don't like the Richie City. I don't like none of that Sacramento shit. All right.
I already said mine, so we on next question.
Name a NBA team that should sign the ex-head coach Monty Williams. Sharon.
Why are you starting with me? This joke. Houston, Orlando, or Toronto, because those are teams I care nothing about.
Dang. Dennis.
Toronto might be the one. Houston already got Ime Udoka. Toronto might be a good one.
I just picked a team.
Milwaukee Bucks might be another one.
Philadelphia
76ers.
I'm gonna say the Sixers. I'm gonna say the Sixers. That's my second. That's my second pick. For coaches for the 76ers, it'll be Monty Williams.
Who you first?
Sam Cassell.
He's my third.
Who's your first?
Who's your other two, Dennis?
My first is Jay Wright. My second is Dawn Staley.
Jay Wright.
Jay Wright is my first. Just let it. I just want hometown love. That's all I want. If we're gonna lose, let us lose with somebody that's from the city. That's gonna feel this shit. That's from the city. All right. If we're gonna lose, let it be somebody that's from the north. That's gonna feel this shit like we feel. Not nobody who ain't from here. That they lost. They go back and smoke a cigarette or some shit. No, you gonna hear this shit.
But FLAIR, what you got for me?
I would say Toronto. I think that's probably a good fit for Monty. I mean, if he does go to Philly, Dennis will have a good guy there too as well. You know, he never could take Phoenix to the top, so he can hang out in Philly for a while.
So you saying he like a Doc Rivers number 2?
Yes,
Oh.
sir. Yes,
Wait a
sir.
minute. But they did get to the finals.
That's
Man,
true.
so did Doc Rivers.
That's true.
They
Yep,
did.
that's true too. That's true too.
So
Hey, Doc's won a ring.
I don't even think Monty Williams was the problem in Phoenix.
I don't either. I like Monty
think the
Williams.
problem-
I think he's a
the
good
problem
coach.
in Phoenix. I think the problem in Phoenix relied in the guy who's supposed to be the superstar.
Who?
Booker?
Number one.
Who?
Number one. Say who again. Say it again. Say who again. Say who. Say who.
I don't know their jersey numbers.
Who number? You know who number one is. That's why I ain't doing this with you. Say who again. I ain't saying his name. Number one.
who?
Well,
Number one.
I'll look it up later then. Since
You know who it is.
Since you're gonna be childish and not say the name, I'll just look it up later.
Number one.
I don't
He's the
know.
problem.
I don't know their jersey numbers, so I don't know who you're talking about.
The one that think he Kobe.
Okay, but you can say all that, but you just couldn't say his name.
No, I'm not gonna say his name. No.
Yeah, see, childish.
My last question: is it time to break up the Warriors, Dennis?
I didn't see that question.
I didn't see that one either. That's
I had the.
You added that mess. You
Yeah,
springing
I
shit
had
on me. You doing that?
I had to.
The hell?
I don't think so. No.
You
I
don't
don't
think
think
so?
Nah, let them stay together. They retire together. They finish together. They won 4 titles together. They should leave together. Now, if Draymond or if Clay and one of them decide to go chase the bag and not stay together, or whatever, that's on them. But I think that they should just stay together, retire together, lead together, same way.
But FLAIR.
They got that beautiful stadium. They're probably gonna stay together. They ain't gonna break up that team. So yeah, I think Steve Kerr still being the coach. He saw what happened to the Bulls. I don't think he wants to go that route with this team. So I think he'll keep them together.
Ty.
I feel the same way. I think they're keeping together. That's a championship team. They know how to win, and as long as they together, they always in the question. You know what I mean? So I say they stay together.
Shannon.
No, I don't think it's time to break it up. Of course, their haters would say so, but no, I don't think so.
All right. Back to you, Dennis.
It's on Buck Flair.
Oh, but FLAIR. My bad.
Oh, you got the questions, Dennis, in front of you
Yeah, I
or
got
not?
the questions you gave me. I sent everything to you the way you sent it to me. I just broke
Okay.
it down in sections so everybody can see it.
All right.
It's on Buck Flair. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Buck Flair Show.
All
As he
right.
scrambled through his notes.
All right. So the first question I had: give me 3 rookie candidates in the NFL for this season on offense. 3 rookie candidates. I guess I'll start with my co-host Dennis on this one.
No, you can start with me.
I really don't want to say it because there's a lot of people that I'm in fantasy football leagues with. I don't want to say it. So I should say 3 people that I know I ain't picking in fantasy. So let me say C.J. Stroud. Let me say Bryce Young. All right, and my third person, I say Bijan Robinson. Shout out to Bijan Robinson. There you go. 3 people
right.
I know I ain't picking in fantasy.
All right, Ryan, who you got? 3 players.
Bijan Robinson, Jordan Addison.
Really? You really picked Bijan? Really? That's not being a
I think
homer.
everybody
You
gonna
call
pick
me a homer.
Bijan.
I was
You
gonna
call
say
me a homer
Bijan.
if I pick.
Yeah, everybody gonna pick Bijan. That's a give. That's
I really wasn't gonna pick Bijan, but there's a lot of people in these comments. And this guy right here, Buck Flair, he said me purposely so he can write it down so he can show my fantasy play. This bigger than Nino Brown right here. See, I already know what Buck Flair going to do. That's why I ain't saying none of my favorite players because I already know. I know where it's going. I know what I was doing.
I think Jordan Addison, the wide receiver with Minnesota.
That's a good one.
I think he's gonna have a good year this year. And C.J. Stroud. I think what he done in the championship game, I think he finna set the NFL on fire.
Okay.
All right, Sharon.
The Bijan dude.
Bijan Robinson.
Yeah, I don't really keep these draftees names in my head really a lot. But I'll say him and of course CJ Stroud because he's from Ohio State. And then I'll say what's the name of our tight end? Ron. What's our tight end's name? We just
Denzel
got
Washington.
who?
Washington. His last
Okay.
name Washington.
I'll say
forgot
him.
his,
Very good.
I forgot
Oh,
his first
or maybe
name.
I'll say Joey Porter Jr. That's what I'll say.
Okay.
No, he doesn't play. He doesn't play offense.
He on defense, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He a
We're only
corner.
doing offense right now.
I'm
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
offense right now.
All right. Well, I'll stick with the other tight end dude. I'll
All right,
save
Ty.
Joey for the next question.
What you
All right,
got?
I'm gonna go Bijan Robinson like everybody else. I believe he's one of those top guys. Bryce Young and Jahmyr Gibbs.
Okay.
Ooh.
So here's my three, and I'm gonna lead off with my first one. Anthony Richardson for the Colts. That's my first one right there because of what they did in the draft to protect their line, and I expect a big bounce back season with Jonathan Taylor. Plus, they picked up a wide receiver in Josh Downs, go along with Michael Pittman. So don't be surprised if Anthony Richardson. My second one is Bijan. Of course, Atlanta was good running the ball last year, so they'll probably be good running the ball again this year. The problem is that will the other kid, they will share reps like they did in Cleveland, something like that. And then my last one was Gibbs out of Detroit. You don't move up that high in the draft to take a player and not have high expectations. Swift had over 70-something catches at the backfield last season with Detroit, so I would imagine the Gibbs will be up there as well. So my next question was 3 rookie candidates for defense. And Sharon knows I love defense. Defense wins championships. So give me your 3 players you think might win rookie defensive player on that side of the ball.
Just like I said, Joey Porter Jr. And that the big defensive tackle from Georgia.
Jalen Carter.
Yeah.
Jalen Carter.
Yeah, that's the one.
Definitely one of my tops. Mm-hmm.
And then cornerback. He was a cornerback for the Ravens. I think it's with the Ravens. Isn't he with the Ravens?
No, he might have went to the Seahawks. Talking about Devin Witherspoon.
Yeah, okay, that's it.
Witherspoon. Okay. Yeah. All right, D man, I hear you. All right, Ryan, what you got? 3 defense players.
Nolan Smith, Will Anderson Jr., and Ty Wilson. The pass
Tyree Wilson for the Raiders. Well, if he helps the Raiders in any bit, that would be a lock, more than likely. So, okay, Ty, what you got?
All right, I'm gonna go Will Anderson. That's my top. Jalen Carter, and I'm gonna go out and say Kalaja Kancey. I really like that guy. He's a beast.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Yes. I love Kalaja Kancey. I've been reporting on him all offseason. Yes, sir. Pittsburgh Panthers.
Playing down in Tampa with his other linebacker buddy.
Whatever.
Sure. All right. All right, Dennis.
Brady ain't there no more. Let it go.
Let
it go.
All right, Dennis.
No more Brady.
This is a good one. I'm gonna take Gonzalez, cornerback that plays with the Patriots now. Christian Gonzalez. I'm going to take Brandon Branch. And I just got a feeling that this kid from Clemson that went to the Saints is going to have a good year. I don't know what it is.
Brian Breesy.
I just got a feeling this kid going to have a good year. I don't know what it is.
He a dog. He got that dog in him for sure.
I was glad he didn't go to the Cowboys.
Oh. Whew. They got a dog over there, though. I ain't gonna lie. They do got a dog.
My top 3 is my first one would be Will Anderson at Houston. I mean, I trust DeMarco Ryan in what he did with Boza. in San Francisco. So obviously he wanted this guy to move up to number 2 no matter what. So Will Anderson would be 1. I like the Devin Witherspoon out of Seattle. We saw Sauce Gardner win that award last year. So I think they have a lot of respect for that one. And my third one is a surprise one because if they're going to do anything, they're going to need help on that defensive line. And it's Will McDonald IV for the New York Jets. Back. Could have 3 rookie of the years, you know what I mean, with the both kids from the Jets winning last year. So I think with that defensive pass rush with a head coach there's a good chance this kid might, help the Jets out on defense, especially as good as their secondary is right now. So, and then my next question would be the top 10 power rankings right now after the draft is over with from 1 to 10. You can give me your top 10 teams. So I will start out with Ron Thomas.
I got Kansas City, 1.
Uh-huh.
I got Joe Burrow's Cincinnati, 2.
Uh-huh.
I got Philadelphia Eagles, 3.
Okay.
I got Pittsburgh, 4.
Okay.
Because they got the best tight end in the draft. I think so, in my opinion. Number 5, I got I would say Minnesota. Number 5.
Minnesota. Okay.
Number 6, I got I hate this team and I hate this team. Dallas Cowboys.
Yuck.
Number 7, let me see. A wild Jacksonville.
Jacksonville. All right.
8, Miami.
Miami.
9, Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Volunteers? The Tennessee Volunteers?
Tennessee
Or
Volunteers.
Tennessee
No.
Titans.
Titans.
Tennessee Volunteers.
Oh, my
It's
God.
a big line.
Titans.
Tennessee Titans.
Jeez.
Who's 10th? Atlanta?
No.
It's a
Chicago.
good pick, man.
Chicago Bears, number 10.
Right.
So, Ron's. All right, Sharon. Top
Oh, yes,
10
sir. Sir.
power
Come back,
rankings.
come back to me because
I'm
I'm
gonna
missing
come
one.
back to Sharon then. All right, Todd,
Okay.
you got this.
Yeah, I
top
got
10
you.
teams? All right, go ahead.
All right, so number 1, I'm gonna say Kansas City. I gotta say Kansas City number 1. Number 2, I gotta go Philadelphia. Number 3, Cincinnati. Number 4, Buffalo. Number 5, Miami. Number 6, the Chargers. And then I'm gonna go Jets. And then I'm gonna go Lions. And then I'm gonna go Giants. And then I'm gonna go Vikings.
Wow. That was kind of wild picks. I like it though. I like towards the end. Beginning seems about normal, but there's the end. It got a little wild there.
Yes, sir.
I'm
All right.
ready. I'm
Gotta
ready.
twist it
now.
up a little bit.
All right,
I'm ready.
Sharon, and then you guys have got your picks, and then you'll hear my top 10 after that. You can compare notes, but Sharon, what you got?
All right. So I'm going 10 to 1.
10 to 1. All right.
10 is the Lions. 9 is the Dolphins. 8 is the Chargers. 7 is the Jets. 6 is the Vikings. 5 is the 49ers. 4 is the Steelers. 3 is the Eagles. 2 is the Bengals. And 1 is the Chiefs.
Okay. I see the Steelers got thrown in there again. All right. All right, Dennis.
Number 10, I got Detroit Lions. Number 9, I got the Jets. Number 8, I got the Jaguars. Number 7,
They ain't in there.
number 7 should be the Chargers. Let me see. Let me make sure. 7 is the Chargers.
That's your favorite team.
6 is the Miami Dolphins.
Uh-huh.
5 is the Dallas Cowboys.
Uh-huh.
4 is the Buffalo Bills. All right, number 3 is the 49ers. Number 2, I have a tie with the Cincinnati Bengals and the Philadelphia Eagles. And number 1 is Kansas City.
Kansas City. All right. I think
No
everybody
tie.
everybody's giving kind of the Kansas City Chiefs the number 1, and that's what it's going to start out on the show. Buck Flair's power rankings number 1 is Kansas City Chiefs. So give yourself an applause if you matched that one because that was pretty easy. Second one.
Oh, so you switched it. You switched it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, because we was clowning you though a couple weeks ago.
Hey, I don't want to do the jinx. I said my number 2 team is still the Philadelphia Eagles. I got Philadelphia Eagles at number 2. So give yourself a gold star if you feel like Philadelphia's number 2. Number 3 is Cincinnati. Joe Burrow and the Bengals and stuff. I got Cincinnati rolling in at number 3. Number 4, I have the 49ers. I got the 49ers.
Oh, I forgot the 49ers.
The 49ers is like right there at number 4.
I got them 5.
Number 5,
I don't like them.
Believe it or not, this was tough for me, but number 5, I've got the Miami Dolphins at number 5. Miami Dolphins. So Bill fans, watch out. This is the season to watch out for. And you know, Dennis, the way I like to do my top 10 rankings is I also like to throw in every team in the division. But I will say shout out to the NFC South. We suck. There's no team right now in the top 10 power rankings in the NFC South.
Facts.
That includes where I'm going. But anyway, number 6, a surprise that none of you mentioned. Number 6, I have Seattle Seahawks. I have them at number 6. I like what they did in the draft. I think Geno's got some good weapons, a great running game now, and they drafted some defensive studs, and they got Bobby Wagner back from the Rams back over there, and they got the number 1 pick in the cornerback in Witherspoon to go along with that number 1 at secondary that was pretty good. They were pretty bad on defense. I think they were 23rd ranked, but a lot of that had to do with the offense, and they also got the number 1 wide receiver in the draft to go along over there. So I think Seattle is going to be a tough team. Number 7 is the New York Jets. I got the New York Jets at number 7. At number 8, I got the Buffalo Bills at number 8. So I still got the Bills in the top 10. I'm still not sold on this team of all the crap that happened at the end of the season, all the stuff that happened with Diggs, the Leslie Frazier stuff getting just walking away and not quitting, but just walking away. So in number 9, I have the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's because they're in that division. And if obviously you know who my number 10 is because I've got 7 teams in the top 10 from each division. But also the Jets, Buffalo, and Miami dominated it with Seattle and San Francisco. But number 10, I have the Detroit Lions, believe it or not. I've got the Lions. I got the Detroit Lions at number 10. Number 10.
Detroit's a sleeper, man. Detroit gonna be a sleeper this year.
I got them at 10.
Yeah,
but
like
there's 2 teams that I will give a shout out to because I know they just think because I hate them. Number 11, I had the Dallas Cowboys. Number 11, I didn't like what they did in the draft, and I don't know about the running game. I don't like moving Micah Parsons to defensive end. I don't like
why everybody
they got no linebackers, Dennis. I done said that. They got no linebackers.
It's not that the linebackers are piss poor. It's that the defensive tackles were piss poor, so the linebackers couldn't move all around the field. They filled that hole. They filled that hole with this guy Mozzie Smith.
Right.
And I'm honestly thinking with Michael Parsons playing just DN strictly, dude's gonna have 15+ sacks. Ain't nobody stopping dude.
Stopping who?
Y'all looking at it like he need to roam around the field. That's what they did to Clay Matthews. That's what slowed his game down.
Let me tell you something. The thing about Micah Parsons was the fact that he could line up all over the field and come after quarterback.
And that's how Clay Matthews
his little butt gets down. His little size gets down on the defensive end, and he gonna try to rush left tackle or right.
What you mean little size? Little size?
Yeah, he's
bigger than TJ Watt.
He's linebacker. He's linebacker size. He ain't no defensive end size. Not when it comes.
He's bigger than TJ Watt.
Well, it don't matter. He don't play in a 3-4 defense. He
They
plays
do play a
4-3.
3-4 defense.
He plays in a 4-3 defense.
No, they play a 3-4 now. That's why they got Mozzie to play nose tackle.
They play in a 4-3 defense still. They got 3 linebackers. If they play a 3-4, then he might as well stay at outside linebacker.
Right, but I call it the edge. I don't call it outside linebacker because don't nobody go on coverage. So I just call it the edge. That's what I call it.
And number 12, just because they re-signed him and brought him back to Baltimore, I got the Ravens hanging on at number 12. So yes.
No love for my Steelers, huh?
No, I mean Ron had your Steelers in there.
Yeah,
I did too.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all right.
Predictions for the NBA. Denver versus LA.
I got the Lakers.
You got Lakers, Ron?
I got
Gary's
Lakers.
got the Lakers. Dennis?
I got Denver in 6.
You got Denver in 6.
Denver in 6.
I got Denver in 7.
Denver in 7. Yep. I'm taking the Nuggets as well. It could go 5, depending on Anthony Davis getting banged around by Denver. Because, I mean, when he got that concussion, Anthony Davis has a history of concussion. Now, I wasn't making a joke about that, he has a history of concussions. So, to me, he shouldn't have played. But that's me. So, but I do think Denver wins the series 5, 6, or 7. I just think the Nuggets are too much for the Lakers. All right, Boston and Miami. Dennis,
You didn't ask me. I didn't give my prediction.
Oh, she sure didn't.
Okay, Sharon. I thought you would automatically say Lakers across your head, but go ahead.
But you don't know how many games I think.
Well,
right?
Knowing you would say sweep them boys. But go ahead.
No, we're not gonna sweep. It'd be Lakers in 6 though.
Lakers in 6 again. You heard it here. She predicted them to win against Golden State. So Lakers in 6 now. Okay, Dennis. Boston, Miami.
Take Miami. I'm taking Miami. Let's go, Jimmy. Let's go, Jimmy. Fuck that. Let's go, Jimmy.
Y'all should have stayed with Jimmy. That's all the problem is. Jimmy.
Right. He in 5. Fuck that. He in 5.
That'd be number 2. All right, Ron. Who you got?
I got Denver in Miami. Jimmy Butler, just a dog.
Okay. All right, Sharon.
Heat in 7.
Heat in 7. Okay, Ty.
I feel like I got to go differently. You know what I mean? Because everybody picked the Heat. I'm going with Devontae Smith favorite team in 7. Boston in 7.
Boston in 7.
Boston in 7. I like Tatum, dog. I like Tatum.
I like Tatum too. I like Tatum
too, but I hate the Celtics.
I like Tatum, but
I actually like everybody on the team, but Al Horford. Be honest with you,
he been.
I like their coach too. I like Joe. I like Joe Mazzulla. I like Joe Mazzulla.
Yeah.
Only reason I don't like Al Horford because he came to Philly, got all that big money because of Albert. See, this is the fucking 76ers organization. It ain't got nothing to do with Al Horford. It's the goddamn 76ers as an organization. That's what the problem.
That's your issue. That's your issue.
That's my issue.
Well, I want Miami, but I'm thinking the Celtics wins this series. I just don't think Miami has enough power for them. They'd probably go. I can see it going 6 games, but I just think the Celtics are too much for Miami. I want Miami, but that's what I'm going to take. And then finally, we got going into this NFL season, 5 NFL candidates that you think the top 5 of your NFL for MVP this season. And I will start with Ty.
All right. Well, you already know number 1, Patrick Mahomes. That's just how I feel. I think he's the best quarterback in the league. Number 2, I'm gonna go Jalen Hurts. Number 3, I'm gonna go Joe Shiesty. Number 4, I'm gonna go Josh Allen, and then my number 5, I'm gonna just go on the limb and pick Lamar Jackson.
So give me those 5 again.
Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, and Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson. Okay, I got you. Very good list there too, as well. All right, Sharon, are you ready?
Yeah. Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson.
Is that the same list? I think
Same list,
Same
same
list?
order.
No,
Well,
not the
except
same-
Lamar. You
not
put
the
Lamar
same
before
order.
Josh.
She put
I
Lamar
got
in there.
I got Lamar at 4.
Okay, and you didn't have Josh Allen in, did you?
No, she didn't
No.
put Josh Allen.
Okay, so it was a Lamar Josh kind of switch. Okay.
No, I'm not saying Lamar. I'm not saying Josh is 5. I haven't given him a 5 yet.
No, I'm just saying. I thought.
I just gave 4.
Okay.
I don't have a 5th one. I'll just leave it at that.
You don't have a 5th one.
No.
You don't want to say Kenny Pickett. You don't want to say.
No, because Kenny has some steps to take up first. He's not going to be MVP ready yet.
Okay. All right, Ron, give me your 5.
I got Patrick Mahomes, 1, Joe Burrows, 2, Deshaun Watson, 3. I got Josh Allen, 4, and Lamar Jackson, 5.
Ooh, I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued with Watson. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I'm intrigued with that one.
He's gonna have a breakout year.
Okay.
All right, Dennis.
He gonna have a broke year because
you heard it here first.
He gonna kick his ass
on the Buck Flair show.
I'm just letting you know.
Hey, I get the messenger.
The Steelers gonna whoop their asses.
I get the messenger.
I can't wait.
You ready for my 5 buck?
I'm ready for your 5.
All right, man. I got Justin Herbert. I got Russell Wilson. I got Joe Burr. I got Geno Smith and Brock Purdy. It's my 5, bro.
Brock Purdy. Throwing in Brock Purdy.
Why did you put Russell Wilson up there, especially that high? I just got
in fantasy football leagues with these guys. Don't let them fool you.
Hey, you gotta let me up in there.
Y'all listen. That's why you think watch your name. You see him writing shit down. I ain't falling for that shit.
Listen,
I ain't falling for that shit.
Oh, I know who my 4th one was.
Oh,
I didn't write it down. I forgot. I know who my 5th one was. I'm sorry.
All right. Go ahead.
Dakota Prescott.
Oh, Dak Prescott. There you go.
I sure did.
All right. Well, I played around a little bit, and I want to give a special shout out to guys that really don't get a chance. So they're not in my top 5, but I just want to talk about.
But look at him. Now you see him? You see what he's doing? Pay attention to this. You know what I mean?
I want to talk a little bit about, Justin Jefferson and Tyreek Hill from last year. Both those players are still going to be in the same good situation as he was last year, but they don't never give it to a wide receiver. It just seems like it's been so long. I think Jerry Rice might have been the last one. And then there's 2 running backs I want to mention. Jonathan Taylor, he could win comeback player of the year as well with his injury that he had, and Austin Eckler for the Chargers. Depending on Kellen Moore's offense that he's going to run there, will he even get more touches now out of the backfield, and will he score more touchdowns as well?
But question, Buck, do Kellen Moore run the ball enough?
Well, no. Kellen Moore, I just think he's got a good mind, but we'll see what happens. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I think he's a good offensive coordinator. I just think that he just didn't fit the scheme that Dallas needed. And I'm cool with that,
Yeah.
But he don't run the ball a lot.
He don't run the ball a lot, but still, we'll see what he does. Okay, in my top 5, going from 5 to 1. Number 5, I got Lamar Jackson. Lamar can do it all. We'll see what he comes into play this season, stays healthy. Number 4, I'm surprised y'all didn't mention him. He's won it over in the National Football League. But Aaron Rodgers, I don't know how you can't put his name in the mix, because if he goes to a new team and leads the team to the playoff, it's a good chance that they needed a quarterback, like they said. Yeah. Number 3, I got a little tie right here.
I could have said him because I ain't drafting him.
I got number 3. I got a little tie between Patrick Mahomes and CMC. I brought him into the mix. So CMC is going to have to carry a lot of load because of the quarterback situation.
I know
So
who
he's
your
gonna
first pick is
he's gonna
now.
be right there. You know what I'm talking about?
I know who your first pick is now. I got you. I'm writing that down, Buck. I know your
Number
first pick is.
two. Number two is Joe Burrow. I got Joe Burrow in Cincinnati. Probably going to have another good year because he's got a better offensive line even this year. So, and of course, number one, the man there in Philadelphia who should have won it if he wouldn't have got hurt, Mr. Jalen Hurts to come back. I always say they got a hell of an offense over there in Philadelphia. It reminds me of the Indianapolis Colts with Peyton Manning, Marvin Harrison, and Reggie Wayne, and Edgar James, and Dallas Clark at tight end. They got all that money on that
We do
offense.
got a Dallas at tight end. Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, Dallas Goddard,
Can't-
Dallas Clark. Yeah.
Oh,
So,
Can't forget that amazing
y'all-
offensive line, Buck.
all y'all need now is to draft Marvin Harrison Jr. next season somehow.
They're not getting all that good shit now, but you going too far.
And
next season we're going to draft.
and I just want to make Tom Brady's been honored in New England the first game of the season against the New England Patriots versus the Philadelphia Eagles. He will be on the field get honored. So anybody got any feelings about? Do you think he's going to get a warm reception there in New England, or
Wait a minute. In my Dennis Home voice, like I said in the comments, don't nobody
care.
I say
what about TB?
I say what's wrong with him? Why they honoring his ass for what?
So
don't nobody care about Tom Brady?
I think
nobody
he'll
cares
get a
about
nice
Tom
ovation.
Brady.
Say it, Dennis. Please say it.
Ain't nobody care.
It don't matter because we're gonna smack the daylights out of him anyway. So it don't really matter what happened. It don't matter if you got Tom Brady there. Mac Jones gonna need all the help he can get because we're gonna come and we're gonna body him.
I'm telling y'all, Mac Jones gonna fool y'all. Mac Jones is gonna fool y'all. That's all I'm gonna say.
They don't even know if Mac Jones. They ain't even know if they wanted him there. You know, they wanted to
might
get rid of him for 1 minute.
Patriot way. I don't know. But you want to talk about anybody got any? Oh no, this one Buck. My fault. Go ahead, Buck.
No, that was my last announcement and stuff as far as that goes.
All right. Well, since the schedule came out, we're gonna end this on this last thing. Anybody got any games that they want to see? You know what I mean? Like it might be a game that you really want to see since the schedule has come out. Anybody got any games that they want to see?
I have not looked at the schedule, so I don't know. Wait a minute. Yes, I do. The last game of the of our season, we always play in the Ravens. So, yeah, that's the one I'm gonna be waiting on. Hope we beat them again.
I want to see us beat the shit out of Tampa Bay. They've been asking for it. Chicago Bears.
Not Chicago, who you got in your top 10?
Yeah, Chicago Bears. And New Orleans.
See, I like Tampa Bay now. I can go back to liking Tampa Bay now since Brady.
I can't stand Tampa Bay.
Oh, I like Tampa Bay.
I don't got a problem with Tampa Bay. I'm cool with Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Hey, but the Saints is y'all rivals, though, Ryan. The Saints should be our number one. That's y'all rivals.
You heard him, but he ain't got a problem with Tampa Bay.
That's
Tampa
right.
Bay. Tampa Bay deserves an ass whooping.
Look, it's Tampa Bay, number one. Number two in the Saints. And number three, Carolina Cats.
Oh shit,
Just
that's
like
good.
What you got, Buck?
I
hate them motherfuckers.
The first game's gonna be fun because I'm going to it, and that's Tampa Bay and Minnesota.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's the house divided right there. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a tough one, since Steph is a Vikings fan. So and that's gonna be a tough one right there. And then I would say I'm looking forward to Seattle and Cincinnati. In Cincinnati, I might be going to that game. That's on October 15th. And then of course Colts, Tampa Bay and the Colts play in Indy again. So my kids are in Indy, so that might be a good after Thanksgiving game I might be going to. And then obviously I want to see Aaron Rodgers against the Cowboys. I want to see that Jets Cowboys game. I want to see the reaction that Cowboy fans, give Aaron Rodgers and stuff, because I think that game is in Dallas, if I'm not mistaken.
It's a Buck. Who you think gonna win that game, Buck?
Jets and the Cowboys.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna bet against Aaron Rodgers against the Cowboys. They was down 28-14 and won last year with the shitty team he had last year. So yeah, I'm not gonna doubt Aaron Rodgers when
Cowboys gonna kick the Jets' ass. Are you crazy?
Just
You think Aaron Rodgers is gonna be the savior of the
I'm not
Jets?
gonna bet against
Are you
Aaron
out of
Rodgers.
your mind?
No, if he comes in there, I think they're gonna play. People just don't realize it. If anybody can pull up that Cowboys schedule and read
Show is.
First 8 games, their schedule's murdered. They haven't played a schedule like this since 2017 or 18 when they always get in there. Dallas has not played a tough schedule in the last. That just tells you the last 6 years they've been in the bottom of the easiest schedules, and now all these teams, the AFC East and the NFC East, are playing each other. They gonna beat each other up. Other up bad. So we don't know what's going to happen with Eagles playing the Dolphins, the Bills, the Jets, and they got the Patriots too.
Are we dubbing up? I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. We dubbing up.
Yeah,
we play those guys.
But I'm saying you can double up. But who might get injured in them games? That's some physical games we're gonna be playing.
Real physical.
And that's what I'm saying. It always gives the advantage to other teams in the other division when you have this kind of rivalry like you guys have had. I've mentioned it since 2000. Only 2 teams have had a winning record when these divisions play each other. So that just lets you know that 2 of those teams in that division get the beat down. They get the beat down. So everybody's got. I saw a post the other day saying I think 3 teams will win 12 games in the AFC East. I'm like, how? How they gonna win? All 3 teams win 12 games. So yeah, they're going to be beating up each other. There's one team that I will tell you that could really mess up the AFC is Jacksonville. Jacksonville has such a easy schedule and an easy conference right now, even though it's going to be better. But Jacksonville gets home field advantage. That's going to miss a lot of playoff seedings going around, because then you might have to see the Cincinnati Kansas City game early, or somebody like Buffalo and Cincinnati again early. And, so if Jacksonville gets that number 1 seed, that could happen.
Okay. All right. Well, y'all got any last words so we get up out of here?
Thank you to the fans. No, without y'all, we would not be here and doing this. And share the show. So.
Oh, I just wanted to say again, it was good to be back. And none of y'all brought y'all stats and y'all facts with y'all today.
And we also ain't get a chocolate girl moment.
Next Tuesday, y'all better have all y'all facts though.
We gonna get a chocolate girl moment?
Can't say nothing without all your facts.
We're gonna get a chocolate girl moment.
You might. I don't know.
Oh, we gotta hear this stats and facts, but we can't get a chocolate girl moment.
See that cold blooded right
Cold blooded. You see how we get it's cool when they do it. There's a problem when we do it. You know what I mean?
Do you need a moment for? You don't need a moment. You need a moment.
That's cold blood.
Just bring your facts. Just bring your facts. Because
thank y'all for coming out tonight.
When you debate, you got to.
God bless. Good night.
Good night.